Welcome to the DMP Experience, or the Halloween special, where the scariest thing to us are floods and eviction. I have my very special co-host today.
Hi, I'm Eric.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ruben.
Hey everyone, this is George Montevalles, or call me Jorge.
This is exciting. We're finally in a new studio.
I'm actually really glad to be here
Yep.
with you guys. I mean, look at this setup.
Yeah, a whole new space.
Yeah.
Flame in the middle.
This is totally our setup, guys.
This is
Yeah.
totally not a
This is
result.
our setup,
Yeah.
and we don't have to borrow a studio
There you
from
go.
somewhere else.
Either way, we're glad that you're all here during our weird little transitory period. By the next episode, we're probably not going to be in this room either. But
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just a start. Do you guys have favorite horror movies?
Yeah, it is the Halloween episode,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It is the Halloween episode. Let's
it's
get
in
right
2
to
days.
it.
Big pumpkin.
Yeah, you guys noticed the spooky decorations,
Yeah.
okay? You guys see
Yeah.
them, all right?
I mean,
Yes,
The big
What else
fire
are we
wasn't
gonna do?
telling.
for reals. You want to answer first, or who are you asking first? I'm down to go first if you're not, or you
oh
go,
wait,
George.
actually, can we put on the wide? Put
Oh,
on the
yeah.
wide. Show us all. Here's our camera operator. You can see her shoulder. the setup. The setup
There you go.
was that's
Yeah,
Amber.
I can definitely see her.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
our video watchers.
The setup did not allow for us to have all the cameras off camera, but shout out to Amber,
Thank
one of
you,
our camera
Amber.
operators.
All the crew that showed up, thank you.
But yeah, I mean, I guess let's just start off simple. We want like all the crew to get an opportunity to be included in this episode, so let's just go with like favorite scary movies. What are we thinking? Let's start from here and then go over here.
Let's do it.
Well, it's not just like my favorite scary movie, but it's my favorite movie of all time. It's got to be Scream, original, Wes Craven. Love him, brilliant, visionary.
You know what? That's valid because it's a silly choice. The only thing about Scream that gets me is that I never understood, because I haven't watched all the Scream movies or anything. So my only memory of them is I think a Scream like parody movie.
A scary movie.
A scary movie. Okay, yeah. So I don't know
Those
where
are
those
great.
lines
Those are great.
converge. I don't know I don't know which is which sometimes.
Those ones don't really converge. It's like a bridge. They like make fun of a bunch of other like horror. Yeah, in that one.
It's just that I've always like connected them for some reason because I never watched them really when I was a kid. So
But Scream, I mean, Scary Movie 1 does make fun of Scream 1, right? Or
Yeah.
for
they
sure,
have
for
the-
sure. Like
Yeah.
it's basically a parody of Scream 1, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, that Scream 1's awesome. And then yours?
I don't watch a lot of horror.
Okay.
I don't watch a crazy amount of horror. So my earliest memory and like probably the one that I would say I like the most is like Paranormal Activity.
Nice. I
I
haven't seen
would-
that one.
I would say that one's interesting. It was when found footage was also like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it never stopped being a big thing. I hate you, Blair Witch. Great execution, but everybody wanted a piece of that. Yeah, but Paranormal Activity was cool. I mean, it was interesting that it was. It definitely did feel at times like it was just like regular people, not actors. It works for me. I think it's cool.
Nice. Did you ever see, we just said parody. Did you ever see the parody of Paranormal Activity? It's one of the scary movies.
I'm
it's
afraid
like number
to say
5.
yes because I think there was a ghost doing some bad stuff. to someone.
Yeah, one of the Wayans brothers. Yeah, I don't know which. Yeah.
Dragging the lady.
I'm not sure which
actually not.
Wayans brother it was. Maybe Marlon, but yeah,
Who knows what that ghost was doing?
yeah, that movie's great. Haven't seen that movie though. Those
You
two,
haven't?
no, Paranormal or Blair Witch. Haven't seen them.
I've seen Blair Witch.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen Blair Witch. I've just heard that was like the beginning of the
found
end.
footage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's when found footage was like. I mean, you got to give them props. The budget for that movie was nothing. and they made so much money off of that. It's no wonder all the other
We could've
companies
made
were
more
like,
rich.
"Oh my god."
Oh yeah, we got to
We
make
saw
our
that.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ruben?
If I were to have to choose one, it's a tie between two. I'm gonna have to go 78 Halloween and 1980 The Shining. I think if I were to have to pick one of those, like I just said, maybe having to go with The Shining.
Oh,
yeah.
The Kubrick is just insane. He's just insane. You know, from beginning to end, you think it's, you know, the story about a dad who's trying to get his work done, but then it slowly evolves into like freaky stuff and spooky stuff and you know this like psychological also a thriller kind of, but it's so crazy and yeah, I would have to say The Shining. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kubrick's awesome.
He makes everything, you know, flawless. You know, from man, I can name like a few of his films, like from Doctor Strangelove to A Clockwork Orange and Barry Lyndon. He just gets not only the job done, he gets it all done. Yeah, there's it's really he's unattainable.
There's
That's
a bit
just-
of an insanity to like the way that he works, though. I mean,
Uh-huh.
like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
of
Oh,
those
yeah.
takes, like
Yeah.
Shelley Duvall on that set was just.
The behind the scenes footage
Yeah.
is nuts. The way he talks to his you know his actors and like his crew, he expects the best because that's what he makes. He wants to make the best movie he can. But it's super, you know, it sucks though that he treated people really bad, but the work speaks for itself. The Shining was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Oh,
good.
yeah.
How about you, George?
That's right. So I'm gonna go all the way back before, you know, Shining, like way before, like early in the earlier 20th century. It's a movie that's more of a thriller, but also kind of bit of a horror as well. It's one that is like really underseen, and that is 1955's The Night of the Hunter. It was director Charles Lawton. He was to give you a bit of a background. He was an actor. He wanted to attempt to make, you know, a film that would, you know, pay homage to, you know, the earlier silent classics, kind of like the films from you know, German Expressionism.
Yeah.
And you could while watching it, which by the way, beautiful black and white cinematography. Yeah, you could tell he likes to play around with it, and so it was and it was like really it was like lambasted initially, but now it's considered one of the greats, and yeah, it's not hard to see why. You see Robert Mitchum in this movie, he plays, you know, as a serial killer. He's trying to chase these kids for, you know, a stack of cash hidden under their house. And it's, I mean, just it's so it's really
audio
thrilling,
listeners.
you know, even by
That's looking up
today's
the movie
watch.
right
And it's
Don't
one
tell
that
them, let them use
is
context clues.
worth revisiting.
Let them use context.
And
now. I'll tell
Wow, so he made the original.
have
No,
to.
no, he didn't direct the original
a little bit.
Cape Fear. I wonder what he did with
No,
the
they don't
original Cape Fear, though. The 1962 one. Was he the writer or?
Robert Mitchum.
Yeah, he started in it,
He
right?
was in the
That's the
original
scariest
Cape
part.
Fear,
Okay.
and then he later appeared in Martin Scorsese's remake.
Okay, then yeah. So
yeah.
he started in it. Okay,
Yeah,
right on.
But this, I kid you not,
I
it's his best
understand the story.
performance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm seeing here also that Robert Mitchum was in 93 Tombstone. So,
Yeah, and
you know,
also in Friends of Eddie Coyle, I believe that's the title. as well.
tremendous.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I highly recommend Night of the Hunter.
Yeah.
It's a really chilling experience.
It's very textbook cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cinema.
I know cinema.
Cinema.
And you know, I got a lot more favorites. I could go on like Psycho, Rosemary's Baby, but Night of the Hunter, it's
that is
like
your
the
your
worth it.
top
pick.
top pick.
Night of the
pretty
If-
Hunter.
much
if
to
you were forced
recommend.
to.
Yeah.
Could I ask, do you guys think the movies that you picked are scary? Like, do you watch them and can you sleep at night after seeing your movies?
Oh yeah, for sure. But see, I wouldn't watch it as a kid though. You know, it's one thing to watch spooky stuff when you're older, but to watch spooky stuff as a kid, you get freaked out when you're a kid. You know, you get super scared of this movie that has nothing like you've ever seen before. So I think if I were to watch it as a little kid, yes, but no, since the first time I saw it, I was, already in high school age. So no, it wasn't that scary, but it was really, really cool. And I would just say freaky. Yeah. Freaky and spooky. Yeah. How about you guys?
For me, I mean, the thing is, the reason that I don't watch a lot of horror, right, is because I think a good majority of horror is turning into super cheap stuff, like jump scares and all that stuff, right? And my idea of good horror is psychological horror, stuff that makes you think, or a really good twist in a movie that you're oh my god, that changes everything. Now you're super creeped out, stuff like that. So I think most of the times, if you're asking about I don't know, a visual or something visceral or something, I can go to sleep at night. But if it's something oh my god, what if that happened to me? Then I guess I would have a little bit of issues going to sleep. But that just comes down to what kind of horror you like. I think.
Ruben, it looked like you have something that you wanted to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched last year because it came out last year. I think it did. Long Legs. And if I had watched Long Legs at night, pitch black, I watched it during the day, whatever, I was already doing stuff. But if I watched that at night, I think it would have freaked me out. Yeah, I think I would have had a little bit more of a hard time falling asleep for sure. So stuff like that, Long Legs, I'll say Long Legs. That one's scary.
The one horror movie that made me come back to it the morning after watching it was Hereditary. I watched it once at night, and then the part where it has one of the characters crawling on the walls. I just nope. Tomorrow morning I'm finishing it.
Ari Aster is just another level. That movie he killed it. Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
You don't like being scared.
No,
that's why you're here.
I don't mind it. Dude. Look, I think I like more horror in video games than in movies, honestly. True. Because in video games, you're in the situation and you have a
get a weapon
control.
Sometimes you don't even get a weapon, but you have control of the situation. So if you're getting chased, you're getting chased. But it really is just I don't like a lot of just stuff that is there to be of shock value. Not my cup of tea in horror. Can you sleep?
Can I sleep?
Can I sleep?
No. I
tell
get,
that to
I get
everyone.
Really bad paranoia. I think the last time a horror movie, I guess, kept me up at night was I don't know if you guys have seen the Poughkeepsie tapes, but it's a mockumentary, found footage style horror movie. My problem, Gullible is written on the ceiling, and I truly thought it was real. The whole time watching it, and weeks after, I was telling people, I was like, dude, that actually happened. The Poughkeepsie tapes are real.
Yeah,
it's not real.
The Poughkeepsie tapes, 2007, by John Eric Dowdle. Jeez,
it's pretty good.
Hour and 26 minutes. Is it really good?
I don't know.
I might put it on my list.
Look at some of the images. There's a scene where there's a lady, in the basement.
What is this?
It's so freaky.
Oh my goodness, guys! Or maybe Oscar
watching it. Oh my gosh.
Put
I could imagine
the character
watching.
of this movie in post or something, because this is nuts. This is freaky. Look at this. This is
That's
nuts.
not that bad.
But it's weird, man.
Weird. If you're watching it at night, alone.
Yeah, alone at night.
Things crawling up your legs.
No, I don't want to watch this at night. No.
I've seen worse though.
Okay.
I think
What's the worst you've seen?
Human Centipede.
That's not scary.
I mean,
Let's skip that.
Yeah, that one's more like
It's
you know?
gross.
My goal in life is to never watch those movies like at all.
I mean, there's just stuff that's more unsettling to me. I
Okay.
like I think something that does creep me out a lot of time is the uncanny valley.
Oh yeah.
Like there is something that definitely gets me about, something that's not necessarily jumping at you and like trying to scare you, but it's just like it's almost human. It has something off.
I haven't seen this movie yet. It's on my watch list. But Inland Empire by David Lynch. I
Oh, yeah.
was looking at some of
It's
the
on my
screen
list, too.
caps. There is these like they such uncanny visuals. Like I think that's the thing is humans that don't look human at all like really
Yeah.
messes me up.
Wait. This reminds me.
We're going-
I wanted us to get some takes from the crew. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So unfortunately, George is our sub teacher.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah. George, your picks were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
They're
Yeah.
they're pretty cool, honestly. Like just like cinema wise.
Yeah.
I really like hearing about like a lot of the stuff that like founded a lot of different concepts. I don't get to look into it a lot though. Like I feel like there's people that like know way more about it than me
Yeah.
every time that I talk about it. But we need more takes. More takes.
More takes.
More takes.
Well, thank you so much, George. We
Yeah.
loved hearing about your film opinions. I think next we want to get Mabel in here, if Mabel wants to come on.
Yeah.
Thank you, George. Let's get
There
this
is a-
transition up and running. In the meantime, the DMP Showcase, if you guys have things that you want to submit, especially if they're horror films, considering that, again, this is the Halloween special, definitely think about submitting. We want to see what you've got, for sure. And submissions will be open up until December, I think. Oscar,
Yeah.
fact check? Can we fact check that?
Live
Live
fact checker.
checker?
Yeah, it's always really cool to see what people come up with in the film festival
sure.
and the showcases and all that stuff. I especially like going to our showcase because you can see like how much influence we have on each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really cool. Like once
The
you
7th of December? 7th of December.
7th of December. It's really cool once you have been in a few productions or at least work with some people, because then you start seeing stuff that you didn't work on. And then you look at the camera work or you look at the editing, you look at something and you're like, I know who did that. I know. You kind of like start to get the vibes of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, hello. Introduce yourself.
Hi,
like
Mabel.
what is your
Thank you.
favorite horror film?
Okay. Does it have to like be scary or like can it not be? Like,
It is the
creepy?
Halloween.
It is the Halloween.
is
Okay.
the
Well,
Halloween.
it's,
Yeah.
it's a horror movie. It's classified as a horror movie, but I don't think it's scary. But it is my favorite. That's gonna be 1999 Sleepy Hollow. But it has like a little bit of everything in it, and I think it's like a perfect movie. But it does not scare me. I can watch it by myself, like a big girl.
You see, there's some people that like horror movies are their comfort genre.
Yeah.
Like they sit down and watch horror movies and they like cuddle up and stuff.
Oh, that's the one that Depp did. I didn't know. Yeah, I had heard of it, but and then I didn't know his co-star was Christina Ricci. Wow, that's cool. And then Christopher Walken's in it. Awesome.
Christopher Walken.
What is it about? I don't wanna like just read the overview here. What is it about to you?
Well, Headless Horseman, like classic tale.
Oh shit.
I don't want
Nice.
to like go too much into it, but Depp, he's like he's Constable Crane. And he goes to the town of Sleepy Hollow to investigate the beheadings, and I just think there's like comedy too. So like, yeah, it has everything. I don't know. That's the
Nice.
brief
I love a
summary.
good horror comedy.
Little charcuterie board of
Yeah.
horror. Yeah.
That's wonderful. What else do you like about the movie? Do you have any? Is there like a specific scene or something that stands out to you?
From that movie. Like it all does. I don't know. Like this, the whole thing is my
Yeah.
favorite part. Like I'm trying to like memorize lines now. Like I can say it along with the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Depp movie Is that your favorite Johnny Depp movie?
It's my favorite Depp movie.
Okay,
I've
then.
seen that film so many times.
Okay.
I've like got it on DVD. I have a shirt that says Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, I like that.
Wow. All right then.
Dedicated.
Merch.
Dude.
Nice.
Nothing will
Nice.
top Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh.
You can't.
Oof. But for a Johnny Depp movie, Pirates of the Caribbean is up there for sure. But this dude just has made so much better movies than
I know,
Pirates
I
of the
know he
Caribbean.
has, but it's
Yeah.
just such an iconic performance.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Like-
I believe no one else can play Jack Sparrow for sure.
I believe
for sure.
no one else can do like a really fun pirate. I feel like
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
else does like super serious pirates and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
I think Jack Sparrow had like his, he was threatening, but he was a fun pirate.
Very eccentric.
Very eccentric. You don't see that a lot.
What is it like? I mean, from their different point of views, like what is it about like horror films that work from the viewer's point of view and like the filmmaker's point of view? You know, like why does it work as an awesome genre of filming? I mean, of film, you know? Because there's a bunch of horror movies, and that genre will never die. You know, unlike boring music or whatever. Like the
Say that again.
I was hoping he would notice.
was
I was
like-
hoping he would notice, but I don't think he did. No, but yeah, unlike other genres, horror is gonna be alive and kicking. It has been, I think, ever since Peele made Get Out and like those types of movies. But yeah, I mean, is
I
it
didn't know he made
just
so many horror films?
oh yeah,
Jordan Peele?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like his
I
thing.
only
Oh
knew
yeah.
about Us.
Oh yeah. Oh
Key
yeah.
and Peele?
Yeah.
Key and Peele. Hell
My
yeah.
favorite horror series.
But there is that fear that we get, right? Like in psychologically that we're attracted to horror. We're attracted to feeling scared. We're attracted.
It's a
To-
dopamine thing.
oh, yeah.
It's literally in our systems.
Mhm.
Like we,
Men used
the
to go to
rush.
war.
Now
Men
we,
used to go to war.
now we see a jump cut and we're like, ah. Yeah, everything from
I think
sorry.
that is what it is. It's a psychological thing.
Yep.
It's because fear is such a raw human emotion, and a lot of people can. It's very difficult to make a romance story that will appeal to a lot of people. It's very difficult to make, drama that will appeal to a lot of people. It's very difficult to work with other emotions because they're so complex. But I think fear is a very simple human emotion, and it's one that like translates universally pretty easily, because it's just all based on the unknown.
Oh yeah.
And it just always goes back to like the fear of the unknown. What happens after we die?
What's in the dark?
What's in the dark?
Yeah.
What's
That we
in the
don't
sea?
see.
I mean, some people would say that. Isn't like Jaws considered horror by some people?
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is just like, it is pretty much just like the fear of the unknown is something that I feel that a lot of humans and people just generally like share. I think that is one of the emotions that you can be like, oh yeah, everyone has experienced that at some point. It's part of the reason why horror is so big. I think it is because it appeals to the broadest of
Oh yeah,
audiences.
everyone's scared of something.
Yeah.
Everyone's scared of something. Everyone. And if the filmmakers do a dang good job, a bunch of people will get scared of their movie. The things that they do, the techniques that they make, the visual having to do with lighting, camera movement, color grading, and then what we hear. A lot of horror movies are like what the sound design is like. How the music and silence manipulates emotions and adds to the tension. Oh my goodness, tremendous.
All of the
Silence
five
is definitely-
senses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. it sucks.
It sucks when it gets you.
In
'cause
all mediums of horror. It's so bad. I think that the times that I can feel it the most is like in video games, dude, when it gets quiet and you're like, nah, dude, I don't want to move. I'm actually not gonna move from this spot.
Yeah. But I think it's interesting that you bring up fear being such a universal, feeling. I don't think horror works as well like critically. I think it has great like audience success, but you don't see too much horror at like the Oscars.
Yeah.
And
Why
Yeah,
though?
I
Why?
know,
I think because I think it's because of what I said. I think it's a very superficial emotion. I mean, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, it just means that there's a lot of ways that you could make something horror. There's just not a lot of ways you can make it something that's you know, gonna last
Oscar worthy.
Yeah, Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
I think we're seeing a bit of a subversion of that now, though. I mean, with Ryan Coogler,
Oh.
Sinners, that was, and then
Yeah.
I mean, with
Yeah.
what Jordan Peele is doing, there's horror is more of a,
They're killing it.
yeah, it's more of a device than
Yeah.
this is all that the story needs to be. It's like this is the world that we work in, but there's so much more happening, you know, on the surface of these stories, and I think that's great, and I think that'll build more of a road for I guess critical horror success in the eyes of like the Academy. And but it sucks because there's so much more that goes into horror than just the story. I mean, there's so much practical effects that go into horror, so much set building, and especially practical effects. I mean, I don't know how much of like Saw you guys watch, or Terrifier even. I know that wouldn't work critically, but there's still so much that goes into it, and I think it's such a shame that it goes under-recognized.
Yeah, I mean, I was really hoping to see Five Nights at Freddy's win movie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was devastating, really, watching the Oscars.
It's just a snub, I mean.
Yeah, I think horrors and comedies don't ever, you know, those two genres have a very hard time winning Oscars or even get nominating, you know, like, yes, they will, but they'll have, those two genres will have an element of drama that the Oscars love. The Oscars love a good drama, and who doesn't, right? Dramas are, you know, they're dramatic. We like dramatic stuff, but horror movies and comedy movies, oh my goodness, like, how are those not winning more?
Yeah.
The creativity that goes behind each of those, and then they're two different genres, so they have to get creative in their own ways, and so yeah, I hope to see more horror movies in the Oscars, to be honest.
I'm so hopeful for Sinners.
Oh yeah,
I
Sinners. Oh my goodness, we better see Coogler win like crazy.
100%,
You know, he better get nominated. What was Peele's one that he came out with? Did he come out with one this year? No, huh?
recently, I don't think so. I think he
His last
produced
one
him.
was he
That
produced him.
I didn't get to watch it, but just from the trailers, it looked like it had a very like Jordan Peele touch to it. But I mean, there was I think Nope was the last one. Can we fact check that?
Yeah, let me do this. Let me on my
So
computer.
I'm just waiting to see what he's gonna cook up, because I think he has such a good grasp on comedy and horror, and adding that extra I guess social commentary element to whatever he's doing, and I think that's so important. There's more to horror, and I think directors are starting to realize that it's more than just slasher. And I love slasher. Don't get me wrong. I love slasher. My favorite movie is a slasher movie, but that it can be more than just those typical tropes.
It's really cool to see when they do something like super unique with it.
Yeah.
Definitely like concepts that you never think of, and all that. And I mean, it's super cool, especially because I think there is definitely like less of a chance that a comedy or a horror movie will be in the Oscars. Definitely because when you watch those movies with comedy, you usually have like a bit of a feel good kind of vibe, where it's like, you know, you leave a comedy movie and nothing really about your life has changed. You haven't considered anything really, you know. You didn't really build anything once you leave a comedy movie.
But you laughed your freaking
But
butt off.
You laughed your butt off. you
Yeah.
know, and it was but there can be some comedies that like have something like really unique about them that is Oscar worthy. And it's the same thing with like horror movies. I mean, with horror movies, you're going and you're like, oh my god, I want to pee my pants. Oh my goodness. and that is unfortunately what a lot of them are gonna be, and what they have been. Probably part of the reason why they don't interest me too much. But I mean, when there's a really cool, like interesting subject topic or just new concept that you haven't seen before in a film, man, I love to hear about it. I love to just see how that worked out. You know, how I could do it myself, maybe.
Yeah.
It's It's a really cool skill to have, to be able to like look at something that it has been so static for so many years and then be like, you know what? I know what to do to actually make this different.
Subvert this genre
Yeah.
completely. That's wonderful.
Super cool.
And we see the value that it takes, the work that it takes to make a horror movie. The DMP students have made how many horrors? Like 1 or 2 or 3, right? But
I think Oscars counts a little. Yours is a
Yeah.
little horror
so
esque.
yeah,
Psychological a bit.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
we've seen that it takes, it's not just as simple as setting up these shots. You have to think about how you're gonna build tension, and especially, oh my goodness, he did a fantastic job with his editing.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
for sure.
editing that he did, it just took his short film to the next level, and so that's what these guys have to do, but they're obviously doing it with like, bigger budget and stuff. But yeah,
For that one, even like the music too, like that added such a
Mhm.
chilling element to
Yeah.
whatever was going on visually. And
I think music is like 50% of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I did that thing with my friend once. Like we're watching The Autopsy of Jane Doe, but I started putting like Summer by Calvin Harris or like some like pop song.
Mm-hmm.
Took all the scariness out of it. It was not scary anymore. I have to watch that by myself. Like
okay.
exciting sound.
yeah, 100%.
It is that a lot of the times. I do think I lean to like sound a lot of the times. So sometimes you hear stuff and you're like, dude, that is already unsettling, just like the soundtrack. And it's crazy how simple some of the concepts in music are able to like drive that fear. Like just holding a note for a long time. For some reason, I'm already pooping my pants, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's.
yeah. The sound design has definitely evolved with camera tech, the audio tech. These editors and these directors have found a way to build tension with sound. Like, I mean, of course, there's movies out there that I'm sure are super silent, and then at times when it's time to be the audio rises and the jump scare happens, but we have come to a point where we're like still evolutionizing the way that we get scared through these genres, and a big part of that is having awesome sound design. And if you're not having the goal of scaring someone when you're making a horror movie, I mean, what do you want to do? Just you want to make them happy while watching a horror movie? No, you're supposed to scare them, and how do you do that besides visually? Audio, gotta build tension with the sound that you're using. So yeah, the horror movies are really a cool genre that deserve a lot more respect.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What about like our other five senses? Has there been something that you've seen that you like maybe that you can taste or smell or feel
wait.
like viscerally?
Wait, hold on. I know. I kind of want to go on a little like side plot of the audio still.
Okay.
This isn't film necessarily. It's just music. Have you guys? I mean, it became a meme for a while, so it has some popularity. But I still find a lot of people that don't know about it. Do you guys know about the Caretaker? Everywhere at the End of Time.
The Dementia album.
Yeah, it's an album that that was made by the Caretaker that is basically supposed to be like a visual aid, a sound aid, for you to understand what it's like to have dementia as it develops. And so like the first song in the album is like a really old-timey song, and it's normal. I mean, you know, whatever you can imagine for like an old-timey song, all the trumpets, the whatever, the jazz, stuff like that. As the album progresses, so things get like a little more messed up. You know, audio gets distorted. Some parts cut out. You know, some parts are maybe switched around. There's many different things that happen throughout the album. But at the end of the once you're getting close to the end of it, it's just like ominous long pauses. I mean, a bit of static here and there. It's just stuff that I listened to that album when it was like super popular in the internet, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It like messed it like it messes you up as you're hearing it. You're like, dude, I can't. Like, this is so unsettling.
Like, how long is it actually?
Let
I
me
feel like that's a big part of it.
I wouldn't doubt if some of those songs have been included in a movie already.
I mean, who knows, dude? Let me look up Everywhere at the End of Time.
I've never heard like that.
It is pretty chilling by the end. I haven't heard it in a while.
So
but
the album is 12 different tracks, and the first one is called "It's Just a Burning Memory." It's pretty like normal music,
yeah.
and then the last one is "My Heart Will Stop in Joy."
But they made it for people with dementia?
No, it's made for people to understand what it's like to have dementia. Wow. Because as you're listening to the album, sometimes you'll be like, "Oh, I heard this before." Like, there'll be some snippets of the songs that you're like, I remember this.
Wow.
But then it'll like distort so much that it's like you feel like you know what it is, but you don't understand it.
Yeah.
You know, and
Wow.
it was crazy to consider
Yeah.
that. Just like being like, oh my God, that is what they describe it as. Like, I recognize something. My brain was recognizing the pattern of like, wow, this I know what's going on, that this little part of this was like that section of the song, and then it distorts so much that you're like, no, it's not. Wait, it's a different part. It's like, dude, I can't. It
Freaked you out too much.
it freaked me the hell out, dude. Especially just like thinking about like what if somebody in my family got it? What if, you know, it just gets you thinking about that stuff. It's part of the reason why I'm like, dude, psychological horror messes me up. It's why I like that aspect of horror, because like it's just music. There is no visual to the album. There is nothing else. It's just music, and I legitimately can't get through it. I've tried. I don't like it. It makes me too uncomfortable to like listen to it.
Yeah.
Scary. Now I want to try it, but I'm kind of scared, and it's like getting darker out. So
It's weird,
I don't
dude.
know.
It is weird, especially if you're doing nothing else. It's just no.
I think like abrupt silence in any case is just really scary too. Like if you're like listening to like regular music and then all of a sudden like Wi-Fi cuts out and it's just like pure silence like in your room or your house. I think I just really like
Start to hear random noises.
Like, my mobile dad, I'm like, play something. Like I need a CD.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but I'm sorry for the tangent. As far as like other senses, I feel like the one that has gotten me is I think smell.
Yeah.
You can't smell anything in a movie, but sometimes you see stuff and it's like, oh.
Are you the kind of person to get queasy to like vomit, like seeing people vomit?
I don't know.
Have you
Sometimes
not
I
seen a
do.
lot of,
Sometimes I
like,
do, and sometimes I
horror
don't.
vomit?
No, I haven't seen a lot of vomit in horror. It probably happens in like slashers.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Maybe
Like Exorcist. She just starts
Yeah.
like
Projectile
throwing up
vomit.
everywhere. Yeah.
but
projectile
okay, but
vomit.
if it's like a cartoonish amount of vomit, sometimes I'm like, okay, that's funny. It has to. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I necessarily look at someone vomit and I'm immediately like, I can't do it, dude. I can't. Oh my God, I can't do it.
What is it about the smell then? Like, what scene can you recall where it's like, ugh?
I don't know, dude. It's
Or like, what's
sometimes
something that you see
sometimes
that's,
there's like a
gross?
it kind of mixes the visual of it and, you know, like imagining what it would smell like, because sometimes they show like very very visceral, detailed like gore or something like that, and you're just like, oh man. Like if somebody's guts are spilling out, you're like, that must smell horrible. There's a lot of blood and it's dried up, and it's like you can
Yeah.
imagine like the metal. It's
The iron smell.
yeah, the iron smell.
I don't think I've ever seen it that way. I think it's more like the pain side for me, because I watched Bring Her Back when it came out in the theaters, and there's a scene where this little kid, he's like chewing on a kitchen knife, And like that was so visceral to me because
Ugh.
I think that's something I hadn't seen before. I feel like there's such a
Oh,
it's so easy to like, oh, okay, gut shot or
Yeah.
whatever, but it's like in your mouth.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
That just like freaked me out. Like I even thinking about it now, I have like chills all over my body. Like that's so visceral to me.
oh, yeah. I still need to see that one. Yeah, I've heard it's really good though, and they just put that one on Max. Going with another sense for me, smell, only because with the scene where we first saw in Weapons Gladys's face just reminds me of that. Like for some reason, I immediately got the smell of an old lady.
Yeah.
But like horrible though, horrible. There's some old lady perfumes that are, that you smell as a kid and you're like, geez, this is crazy. But then you watch that movie and I just was like, it took me back to those perfumes that I smelled as a kid, and I'm like, oh, that's exactly
That's
how I would
the
expect
scariest
Gladys
thing.
to smell. Also with like with the smell of like, I don't know, diapers or something. I don't know. She looked gross. So the makeup artist did a good job of making her look gross. So yeah, she looked like she smelled. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I think I can't think of a movie example right now, but I can think of in Resident Evil, the game, the first person one. I don't know if it's 8 or whatever. It's a first person game, right? But basically, there's a scene where you're sitting at a dinner table, and I think this family like kidnapped you or something, and they're like, like really like dirty people. The house is a mess and stuff, but they like force you to sit down. They force you to sit down at the dinner table, and they're eating, but like whatever they're eating, it doesn't like, I couldn't make out a single item on the table, and it looks like slop and worms,
Okay.
and it's like nasty. So I feel like taste a little bit as well, because you see them doing that, and it's like,
Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of like makes you think about it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I feel like Jurassic Park when the dinosaurs like screaming at someone. You're like, oh, I just know that smells like dank. Like,
Oh,
really
yeah.
nasty.
Oh, I
Like,
never
really-
considered that.
Yes.
I never considered
Dinosaur breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cat already has stinky breath. Dude. I can imagine a
Tina.
dinosaur.
Pay more attention to that from now on. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's definitely not just our eyes that are watching the movie. We're hearing it and visualizing what the heck is going on in that movie as we're watching it. We're putting ourselves in the movie. So to what you guys said is yeah, definitely what I go through too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I want to move on to our next segment, which is going to be our activity. Right now, I want to thank Mabel for coming on and sharing her favorite movies and some of her movie thoughts. So thank you, Mabel.
Thank you, Mabel.
And I think I want to switch to one more person, one more crew
One more.
member.
One
One more crew member, one more crew
More,
member.
yeah. So we're gonna try to play a game called Pitch or Die. Each host is going to have 1 minute to pitch a short horror film concept that could only be made, or that could be made by DMP students using only one location on campus, one prop, one sound effect, and then once we're done, our crew is gonna vote on which one will get made. And then we'll also put a poll on Instagram, so you guys can choose which one gets made too.
Oh, so somebody's gonna get cooked. Wait, should we should we ask him about his favorite?
Let's
Horror
hear your
movie
favorite
first?
horror movie.
Introduce yourself as well.
Oh, hello. I'm Steven, also DMP major. And you guys were talking about how, like, one perspective that you can't really understand is finding, like, comfort in horror movies or being, like, a really big fan. And
Are you one of them?
I'm that
Are you
person.
one of the-
Yes. I am a very, very, very big horror fan. And for this whole month, really, I've just been watching, like, nonstop horror films.
Nice.
And to answer the question of my favorite horror film, because I'm a very big fan, I used to like go between a lot of different choices, like The Thing or Shaun of the Dead, and all that. But I think
Tremendous.
my favorite, I relate to you very much because it's The Shining,
Oh,
Oh.
and that film.
he knows
Brothers in
ball.
arms.
Yeah, yeah.
I do. I love Kubrick, or I was a big fan of him when I was a kid. Kubrick is what like kind of turned me into a film, I guess nerd or just fanatic or whatever. Because as a kid, I was very interested in his films, and my parents owned The Shining, like on DVD. And the cover of it was just like Jack Nicholson
yeah.
looking through the door,
Mhm.
like with "Here's Johnny," and then like a photo on the back of Wendy with like the knife against the door, and it always freaked me out as a kid, but made me interested in it. And then eventually, when I had seen the film, I was a kid, and it like really freaked me out, obviously, but it also like really left a lot of intrigue because of the ending. Which like leaves so much for interpretation, and for like years I was trying to figure out like or analyze The Shining as like anyone else does. You can go on YouTube at Shining Ending Explained sort of thing. And I think since then I've kind of developed my own meaning for what makes that film so terrifying. And I think because the way that like I kind of take in The Shining is that it's like just a story about childhood like fear and trauma, especially with like familial abuse and stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys were also speaking about how like would your favorite horror films actually scare you,
Yeah.
or if they're just like comforting. And The Shining is like a mix of those two for me, where it's very comforting because the cinematography is incredible.
Oh yeah, great.
But I think even now it disturbs me. Like recently, maybe about a year or two ago, I had a film binge with some friends for Halloween, watching a bunch of horror films.
Nice.
And we watched The Shining, and it was great revisiting it because I hadn't seen it a long time at that point. And I just watched it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I wasn't really like scared. I just loved the film. And then I went home, and then going back home, I like just felt like I couldn't sleep. Like I was like freaked out. And that opened my eyes into what I think makes the film so incredible is that like when I was a kid, I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but I live in like a two-story house, has like an upstairs.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was kind of afraid about how like is how vast it is, or at night just like I guess to summarize, as a kid I was afraid of my own house, that it had
That's so
somebody
real.
in it or like a spirit or anything. And The Shining is like the only film that truly captures like how scary a house is. Like there's haunted house films or something like a Relic that's inspired by like House of Leaves.
Yeah.
Poltergeist, maybe?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Poltergeist
That could
as
be
well,
one.
where like a house is bigger on the inside than the outside, or like there's some force inside it. And The Shining is the one film that really takes the cake because it's so dreadful and horrible. And with Kubrick, you were also speaking. I keep saying that you guys are speaking, but with how he would direct films, that he would always be very meticulous about it and would film things like over and over and over again. And I think what makes The Shining so incredible is that sort of thing, is that him filming again and again almost gave his films like an almost like sterile feel to them, where everything feels very cold and like a hyper reality. And that's a big part of also why I love The Shining. There's an interview with Jack Nicholson where he's speaking on his experience, and he mentions that a part of what made Kubrick a very unique director is that he would set out to not photograph like the picture, but he would photograph the photograph of the image. So it's like capturing the idea of something rather than the thing itself up front. And that's why Shining is such an incredible film to me, because it captures like the feeling of like being a child in like this giant like haunting house with parents that are unstable and a dad that is like broken your arm as well, with the film's backstory with Danny and Jack.
Yeah.
And as well like the the cinematography just being cold and distant, and the for the time very unique soundtrack of being just weird avant-garde strings, like just utter chaos, and all this just gives the film a very dreadful look, and there's like a lot of speak and discussion about what it means and about the ending, and I think overall it's just a tale of evil and dread, which and the ending to me always meant. Okay, well at this point I'm just like going on a whole tangent about like what The Shining is about.
I like the perspective though. I like the perspective of somebody that's like a really, really big fan. Because I mean, are any of us like that much of a big fan of a horror film?
No, I love a
Do
bunch
you
of
guys
movies.
prefer other genres? Do you?
Yeah.
I like horror a lot. I mean, my thing is like slasher.
Your top movie
Is Scream.
is Scream,
Yeah, but I
regardless of
think
horror or like in
Mine
general.
leads more towards slasher films. I think we have slightly different perspectives, but I mean, your analysis was spot on. Like that was I liked it a lot.
It's a really cool it's a really cool perspective. It like there's a lot of stuff that I never considered about The Shining, and just like hearing somebody that's like that like that much of a fan, it's like, oh dude, yeah. It's cool. Like don't be like, oh dude, I'm such a yapper, dude, I'm such a yapper. It's
To move on, beautiful analysis by the way, but to move on, I think we're going to move on to our pitches. Instead of a minute, I'm going to do 30 seconds because we are at an hour right now.
oh no.
So if someone wants to set a timer, again, it's going to be one location, one prop, and one sound effect. Location has to be on UTEP.
Okay.
A timer.
A timer.
One prop, one location, and
One sound effect.
okay.
Any and all characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want. You have
Yeah,
30 seconds
I think
to
I'm
do a pitch, though.
think I'm good to go. I think.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Sure. Okay. 30 seconds. You got it?
Yeah, I can.
Tell me when.
I'll do it when you start
30-second
yapping.
horror
Alright.
pitch.
1, 2, 3. All right. So it's basically about a guy studying alone in the UTEP library that's about to close, and he keeps hearing pages of a notebook riffle, like, right? So, but he notices that wherever he's studying, it's like completely alone. He's by himself.
10 seconds.
So at the end, I'm picturing bloody pages. So I want it to be called Bloody Pages.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
That is
That
Ruben's
is-
pitch.
That is Ruben's pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here.
Who's next?
Default timer sound effect. Do you have one?
I'm still thinking.
All right.
Still think? Do you have one?
I can go.
Okay. When you start yapping.
So a girl is recording Foley with a boom mic late at night at Cotton Memorial. Specifically the stairwell, because it gets really cold and then scary.
Okay.
She kind of follows like ghosts and stuff with the boom.
10.
And my sound effect is gonna be the vine boom sound.
and it's gonna be called.
And it's gonna be called boom.
Scary
and
boom.
That's my pitch. And that's my pitch.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
called
called
boom.
Boom.
We bring the boom. That's
bring
what
the
we
boom
do.
to you.
We bring the boom.
Next pitch.
Do you have one yet?
Let me just pull one out of thin air.
I'll start the timer when you start talking.
Okay, there's a little small like cubicle room, and it's just let's say there's no doors, and it's just a guy sitting down, staring at the camera. Why not? And face blank. Let's say, nah, screw that. Now he's smiling, and then over the sound effects, we
10
just put
seconds.
weird distorted speak of him explaining. manifesto.
He can't speak.
Manifesto.
And it's called.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right,
All
Eric.
right.
Final one. Let's
I
do
will-
it.
I will do my pitch. Okay. So my pitch is basically there is somebody, it could be a guy or a girl, sitting at the bus stop, and basically there is another like kind of being that is close to them or like in the vicinity, and it's like nighttime at the bus stop, and
seconds.
they slowly get closer to them with like different cuts and stuff, but basically once they get close enough, it cuts to the bus, and then once the bus leaves, oh man,
There's no one on the bus.
the bus driver comes out and there's nobody waiting. Yeah, there's nobody waiting.
What's your movie called?
Boo.
The empty bus.
All
or
right,
no.
crew. Which short film's being made? We've got Boom. We've got Boo. Not inspired. We've got Bloody Pages.
And we got
And Bloody Pages. We've got one vote for Bloody Pages.
Okay, right on. Thank you.
Bloody Pages.
Right on.
Boom. Let's go.
Nice. Right on.
What else? What else? What do you guys got? Amber.
Be honest.
Let's go. Let's go.
right, boom.
2 votes for Boom.
We bring the boom.
All right.
Bloody
Nice.
Pages. Who still needs to vote?
Boom.
Boom.
Nice.
I haven't been counting, so
That's already you on.
I forgot.
I thought I feel like it's a tie.
Okay.
We're gonna make 2.
Yeah.
We're gonna make Bloody Pages and Boom. Keep a lookout for them.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, thank you so much for tuning into the DMP Experience, our Halloween special. And we hope to see you next time in a different location, maybe.
Do you want the lights off?
Can we cue the lights?
Oh. Here.
Let's all make ghost sounds now, all together. Everyone. Thank you for watching. And
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you guys on the next episode. Go to the DMPA website for all information. And see you next on the next episode.
bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.